first and 10. Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, here's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete.
The keeper.
Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Second and 10.
Get ready. He's checking.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now third and 5.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson again. This is Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Gun, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
First down, Texans.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
First down, Houston.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Texans 7, Steelers nothing.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. The first down carry here for Johnson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Watson. It's caught. It's Miller. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. 11 yards there. First down.
Gain of 11 on the play.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, it's Johnson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and a couple, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 8 yards there. First down, Houston.
And 8 yards pickup. First down, Houston.
On first down, Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. From the gun, here's Watson. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Heinz Field has always been a tough place for field goal kickers. It's just a very heavy sod, plus you've got an open end of the field with wind coming off the Allegheny. And sure enough, he kind of chunks this one, and it's no good.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 37.
7-7. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Check. 41 mic. Right here. 41 mic. Hey, watch.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Easy. 22, 44. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Keith. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Watch the safety creep.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try to move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts
22 yards.
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Rashad Jones.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Will Fuller was the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he locates Walker, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, he was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Here we go.
They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Tackle made.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On 2nd down, McFarland. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Eric Reed.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. It's complete to Watt. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. And he connects with Ebron. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
good.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Texans 21, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Texans.
On 1st down, it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Quick throw completed by Watson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Let's go one more.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
At the 30-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A quick pass out to Juju. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
And 10 at the 31-yard.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
45-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play out.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, You're really almost discrediting their work.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
51, Mike 51. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike 51.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
There on the tackle.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Complete to
Will Fuller,
Touchdown,
57 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
First down and goal.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Forced out to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Devin Bush able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
A 28-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
7.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
It certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And that's complete to Cooks. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Complete to Duke.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Watson. He's got Fuller. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And
my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
This is our time. It is our time.
Today's final score.